Hey there, welcome back to another episode of Asset Coach Tax Strategist. And we have another article from California. We could probably just do this YouTube channel all on California. You guys tend to respond to that better, but I choose not to do that because I'm trying to be as well-rounded as I can. But man, California is really making it difficult. And so this next couple episodes are going to be about California and things that I find as a exiled Californian or a recovered Californian or a Californian refugee or whatever terminology you want to use. These articles just keep coming. And so we have tons of family and friends and clients and partners and investors and you name it, still in California. And when I see these articles, it's not content, it's another stab in the heart, so to speak. So let me go ahead and share my screen and let's just dive right into this and go through what's happening. So California governor to deploy 500 surveillance cameras to Oakland to fight crime. Now we're going to fight crime. And I'm not sure what they're going to do in San Francisco, if they've already done this or haven't. But part of me just feels like the bigger picture in all this was just how can we devalue the real estate? How do we devalue? How do we shift the dollars from one wealthy person to a different wealthy person? I don't know. Maybe I'm being cynical and I apologize for that. But at the end of the day, just, gut feeling is the gut feeling. And so let's see here. Hundreds of high-tech surveillance cameras are being installed in the city of Oakland and surrounding freeways to battle crime, Governor Gavin Newsom says. And this is really to protect you. This is for your safety, for government to surveillance you. We're going to do it for crime, but you know, this is for your protection, and this is really how it continues to go down and spiral down from the U.S. Patriot Act back in 2001 to now. Is, hey, this is all for your safety, and now we're all on camera, and our privacy has been revoked. Essentially, congratulations. In the Constitution, you have the right to privacy, except for when you want to be safe. Well, I didn't say I wanted to be safe. I said, you know what? You should allow the laws. You should allow our police, our officers, to actually do their job. You should allow the court system to do their job. You should allow those that are being a menace to stay behind bars and not release them because you've decided not to continue to file charges or whatever the case may be, whatever reasoning comes up. And it's a bit frustrating as a citizen, whether it's California, Texas, Idaho, New York, United States, wherever, it doesn't matter. As a citizen, it's kind of a bit frustrating. Now, Newsom, a Democrat, said in a news release that the California Highway Patrol has contracted with Flock Safety to install 480 cameras that can identify and track vehicles by license plate, type, color, and even decals and bumper stickers. The cameras will provide authorities with real-time alerts of suspect vehicles, as well as non-suspect vehicles. Congratulations. Opponents say the technology infringes on privacy and will lead to further police abuse of already marginalized communities. I'm not talking about marginalized communities. I'm just talking about communities. Why do we always have to say marginalized? Why do we have to always point out this division of, hey, if there's crime and there's criminals in your community, then you have crime and criminals in your community. You're not marginalized. You citizens kick them out. And if you can't kick them out, then allow the police officers to do their job and just don't create this division between police officers trying to do their job. Am I saying every police officer is fantastic and great? Of course not. Not in any industry or business or company is that the case. But unfortunately, you've created this cell phone video. We've seen video, unfortunately, of people not helping victims, but there sure are a lot of people taking video. Now, if all those people or half of those people actually put their phone down and didn't take the video, the group of you could help that person being victimized or being assaulted, and actually you'll be on video as a hero. Oh my goodness. A good thing. So I don't know. Crazy. Let's see here. But Newsom, who has deployed state attorneys and CHP officers to assist Oakland in its crackdown on crime, said the surveillance network will give law enforcement tools to effectively combat criminal activity and hold perpetrators accountable. Building safer, stronger communities for all Californians. Yay, Gavin Newsom. By the way, Oakland has always been a high crime area, and so I'm not sure why all of a sudden we're gonna do this. If people don't like the crime, they actually have the opportunity to move out. Oh no, this is my home. My family's been here forever. Okay, well then you're choosing to continue to be in that. Well, then I'm not going to let them chase me out. Okay, well you're still choosing to be there. But you're also probably the same person who, when the police officers are coming in to help, you got your phone out and you're waiting for racism, or you're waiting for something to pounce on them. So guess what? You're part of the problem as well. Not everybody, of course. I'm not creating blanket statements. Those that know who they are. But of course, they're not watching this video. This is for a different type of audience. But at the end of the day, we attract what we want, right? And we got to be held accountable. We have to acknowledge our responsibilities in this process, not always pointing fingers. Unfortunately, that's the way things are now. Is no accountability. Don't hold yourself to what you've done. It's always somebody else's, and I'm the victim. No, no, you're not the victim. I'm the victim. And it's actually it's a bit nauseating. It's getting very, very old. Public safety remains a concern statewide, especially retail theft, which is, I'm not sure why we're talking about retail theft. Absolutely. Yeah, liberal leaders of Democrat cities embrace the increased policing. And then so at the end of the day, retail theft, what are we talking about? Grocery stores and other types of malls and retail stores. Well, yeah, of course. Well, you've allowed this to happen. You allowed this to happen, and now you want to come in as a savior. You created the problem, and now you want to be the savior. Wow. Awesome. You helped someone become an alcoholic, and now you want to be their AA sponsor. It makes zero sense. But while crime has dropped in other big California cities, it has surged in Oakland, a city of roughly 400,000 across the bay from San Francisco. InNOut Burger closed its only restaurant in Oakland, the first closure in its 75-year history due to car break-ins, property damage, theft, and robberies. Now, there is a reason why InNOut Burger only had one location there, because Oakland's not safe. You can go look at InNOut or any other retail, fast food, or retail chain, grocery store, whatever. You could probably compare Oakland or cities like Oakland, where there is typically historically a higher crime area. That a lot of these companies that are in those areas don't have a lot of locations versus similar type populated areas, and the amount of locations they have in those. And what would be the difference? It's not because of marginalization. It has to do with crime. It has to do yes, it has to do with the dollar. Absolutely. That's capitalism. And your high crime is predominantly in areas that tend to be lower income. I don't know why, but that's just the way it is. It's survival. I don't know. It has not been a thought in my mind to go down that road. I've worked my tail off, and I'm not wealthy, and we are blessed to have food on a daily basis, and we know there people aren't. We understand that. But I don't blame others for success or failures. It's the responsibility of the individual and the choices we make. And you have actually a choice to stop the bad habit choices. You really do. Oh no, I can't do that. This is who I am. All right, well then you've made the choice to continue to be that way, but you can't blame anybody for the consequences that are affected by that. No, I've lived in this town forever. My mom and dad lived here. My grandma and grandpa lived here. Okay, well then I'm sorry, but you've made the decision to stay there. Doesn't mean your safety is not important. I'm just saying is that you've made a choice. You've made the choice to stay. You're not going to be ran out. This is where we've always been. That is your choice. That is not my choice. That is not other citizens' choices. We're not held responsible for what you decided to do. So you want to dig your heel in? Great. You're in the bunker. You may be in the bunker by yourself, or find other neighbors that are in similar mindset. You guys come together and figure out how you're going to fight crime together. So you can stay in your neighborhood. I don't know. There's always choices and decisions. But it's not my fault. It's not anybody else's fault for the choices and decisions you've made. Those are your choices. Those are your decisions. And you can make changes. Okay. Pride and ego is what's keeping you there. That's perfectly fine. That's, again, your choice. But it's not the consequence of others to have to support your choice or to be held responsible for your choice. And this goes for our politicians. This is not just in this particular area of Oakland and based on this article or anywhere else. This is just in general. This is a human aspect of, if you make choices and they lead to bad consequences, it's not everybody else's responsibility to rescue you. Especially if you've been approached by people saying, hey, you're making bad choices and these negative consequences are a result of those bad choices. I'd like to help you out of that. And you decide no, then again, that's your choice. Okay. But I'm not held responsible for that. If you get a student loan, okay, now we're going to get a little off the rails here, but if you get a student loan, it's not me, the taxpayer, that's responsible for your student loan. That's your choice. That is your choice. And the bank's choice to back you up, not mine. Not mine. I shouldn't. And that's why the Supreme Court said, no, we're not going to forgive loans. The president of the United States continues to go against what the Supreme Court has ruled. And unfortunately, our government hasn't held him responsible. That's a choice. That's a choice. So at the end of the day, consequences, whether they're instant consequences or they're consequences that occur later on, there's still consequences. And they're not always a bad thing. They could be good thing based on good decisions and you could have good consequences or results of those good decisions. So anyways, governor is trying to be a savior again, helped create the problem, but anyways, just another day ending in Y. So have a blessed day. Thanks for being a subscriber. If you're not a subscriber, holy cow, go ahead and subscribe. And every Thursday we drop a new video. They're anywhere from 10 to 20 minutes, depending on what the topic is and how I rant. So if you don't like my rants, then put in the comments of I don't like your rants, or what you want to hear, or what you want to see. Again, I'm not professing to be this most amazing expert in anything. I'm just a random business owner and consultant trying to just look at articles like we've been looking at and just maybe take some of the redefinition of what's being tried to communicate to us and actually look at it from a different perspective, so to speak. So we use tons of different sources and resources, and it's really clickbait for me. Any article that has a great title, I open it up and we just read it online. I don't pre-read. Don't do that. I want my initial reaction to be what it is. And so you like this, give me a thumbs up. If you don't like it, give me a thumbs down. If you don't care, then don't do anything other than subscribe and get ready for the next Thursday's episode so you can not care then as well. All right, guys, thanks so much. Take care. Have a blessed day.